on the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Orlando Magic are ready for this thing to get started. We're live at the United Center where the Chicago Bulls have home court advantage. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now the starting group for Orlando. Antetokounmpo is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Lavoy Allen. Then there's the monster. And it's Cole in at the shooting guard. And Aminu kicks to Levine. 6 to shoot. Pass to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Levine. To the left wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Although the season record wasn't the best for the Magic, they were pleased with the leadership they had in place.
Yeah, they extended the coach even after a down year, and that sat well with both the players and the staff. Confidence and
Cole with the rebound.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Here's the monster. Nails the run.
And to add on about the Magic, they seem to have realized that in order to grow a team, you need to have a bit of stability in place. Changing coaches every few years is detrimental.
Here's Levine. Picked by Vucevic. He's jump shot. Good.
Thinking again of Orlando here, I mean, a lot of teams actually make that mistake of cycling through coaches every year or two thinking that's going to be the answer. Quick fixes don't fix anything. When you make a lot of changes, oftentimes you just prevent players from learning and acclimating to a system, and you just continue to run in place.
And he gets it to go. Cole's got his first 2 points.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Picked by Vucevic. And there's the pass to Levine. Now, here's Aminu. Tight defense on him. Pass to Levine. Jacks up a 3. And the shot is good. Levine's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Magic trail by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The dish to Ross. Shoots. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Levine. 5 points in the game. Fires from the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Kicks it to Bynum. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the monster takes the 12-footer and hits.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Thibodeau.
Kevin, he knows they're facing a team that has explosive finishers and can swing momentum in their favor with huge dunks. Because of this, he said, they're going to try to turn this team into a jump shooting team by collapsing on defense. Good strategy, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's the monster. And there's the rejection. Young, a screen on Ross. Dishes to Aminu. From deep. And it's good. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. And he's really hard to keep in front.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Levine. Picked by Vucevic. Out left to the wing. Here's Aminu. Misses the three. The Magic trail by 6. And Thaddeus Young able to outquick most of his opponents, especially Steve in transition.
Yeah, nice spin move getting to the rim and a creative finisher in close. He's got the hook, the scoop, the floater. This guy's dangerous in a lot of different ways.
Bynum missing again.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Poked loose. To the inside. And Aminu kicks to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Aminu with it. Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. And Bynum pulls it down. Here's the monster. It's a pick by Bynum. The monster passes to Bynum. The 19-foot shot. Ross, that's good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Levine. He's got 5. Screened by Young. Out left to the wing. Gets a very good look and converts. He has 6.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
The monster passes to Bynum. The feed to Cole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Vucevic's screen on Ross. Here's Aminu. A three-pointer, no good. Shot's good from Young. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for Vucevic. Nocioni comes in for Thaddeus Young. Dunleavy's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Gordon subbed in for Levine. Here's Carter Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Michael Carter Williams with that rare height at the point guard spot. He's 6'6", long arms. And one thing you love about taller point guards, the ability to really survey the court and pass over the top of the defense.
And for Carter Williams, great quickness at his height. And Clark able to defend smaller players and get by them to penetrate on the other side of the floor.
And he needs that, Kevin, because his jump shot is still very much a work in progress. It's not broke, but it's wobbling a little bit. He's got to tighten that thing up going forward.
And he's good on the second. Not a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
Here's Dunleavy. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it. Now here is Harris. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Hope. He's covered by Nocioni. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. 9 points in the game so far.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
There's a screen. Carter Williams kicks to Harris. Back to Carter Williams. Expanding his range. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down. And I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season.
Here's Dunleavy. Magic knocking down the tray. He dishes it to Muhammad. And stolen by Aflalo. And now Aflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Feeds it to Muhammad. Muhammad with a screen on Aflalo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick out of Duke, Steve, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. You know, never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
The first free throw is good.
And Mike Dunleavy Jr. is the son of a former NBA player and coach, Mike Sr. Actually, I played against Mike Sr. during his days, and Mike Sr., the dad, was a 6'3" point guard. Mike Jr. at 6'9". Because of that exposure to his dad's game, Mike Jr. has always had great ball handling skills even at 6'9".
And for Dunleavy, a really smart help defender, and offensively has become more and more reliable with his 3-point shot here in the latter part of his career.
Now here is Harris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Here's Dunleavy. He kicks to Nocioni. And there's the pass to Dunleavy. Just 4 to shoot. Gordon for 3, and the shot is good. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game. Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Aflalo. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Got it up. No good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They're up by 6. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
How about the 3-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Heavy as my name, so much dough I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky something that I just can't help, especially when you're 20 and spinning like winning.
Garrett Temple is out there with Young. Then there's Ben Gordon, and it's Vucevic, and it's Levine, and at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Picked by Vucevic. Levine passes to Vucevic. The dish to Temple. Passes it to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 3-on-3. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris, that's something they both share in common. Thank you.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Outside Gordon. Screen by Young. To the right side. Levine kicks to Gordon. Right side Gordon. On the wing. And that one's good. Gordon's got 5 points so far. The Magic trail by 3. Here's the screen. Back to Carter Williams. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. And it's a Flalo penetrating. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Other than the big offensive struggles last year, the Bulls were pretty much how they have been the last few years.
Exactly, Kevin. A strong defense with excellent rebounding and togetherness. Just lacked a little offensive firepower.
Here's Levine. He's got 5. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Follow up with the Bulls' second in field goal percentage against and still a top 10 team in rebounding.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Gordon. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Orlando. The monster comes in for Michael Carter Williams. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
Here's Levine. Kicks to Temple. Dishes it to Vucevic. And it's sent back by Bynum. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
For the Magic, Terrence Ross comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Cole subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And as you were saying, I agree. I mean, the Bulls definitely have a philosophy and system as to how they operate and manage the business. It seems as though everyone has bought in, and when that happens, it takes more than a couple of injuries to derail the team. They've stayed the course because they understand who they are and keep the expectations high no matter what circumstance they find themselves.
Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, it was a great situation, able to play big minutes and kind of took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
And the veterans on the team have really embraced Jibo, as they call him.
Yeah, Giannis has a really joyful disposition. He knows he's living his dream, but he's also putting in the work to make his dreams a reality, and you got to love that. Remember, he's lived a hard life growing up in poverty. You sense his determination to continue to overcome, and that attitude always serves you well.
Lazar Hayward's checked in for Vucevic. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the middle, here's Levine, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after one season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
And the first one at the line is good. And Levine played point guard in high school before his growth spurt. And Clark, you see him as more of a point guard or a shooting guard?
I see him as a shooting guard at this point. I mean, just based on what I saw of him in the 1 year at UCLA. Tremendous athleticism. He's a bouncy young fella. Streaky shooter at this point. But I like his energy level. And he's going to be a guy that has a chance, I think, to be a really good two-way player.
And so Levine nails both of them.
You know, there's really not a polite way to say this or a way to sugarcoat it. The Magic were simply terrible on the road last year and ended with the worst record in the league in terms of road wins.
Now here's Ross. And a wide open look for Bynum. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Bynum's got his first points of the game. Chicago trailing here. Young, right side. Pass to Temple. Back to Young. The pass to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. No good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
To the right side. Here's Cole. From the line, and again it's Orlando converting. As you guys said, the Magic, the worst road team in the league last year. Steve, only 4 wins for them away from home.
Yeah, I mean, even if they doubled that, I mean, that's a pathetic total. But the Magic, look, they expected to struggle. This is the beginning of a rebuilding project, and they are gaining some good young talent year in and year out. I think within the next couple of years, they've got a chance to be a good team. And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Jacques Vaughn said to the team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Bynum. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know that if you're a team in the East or anywhere in the NBA for that matter, when you face the Bulls, it's going to be a battle wire to wire. These guys are coming at you for the full 48 minutes. They're extremely tough within the conference, too.
Well, the Bulls just seem built to play against every other team in the East, and it's why they've made the playoffs so often and finished on top in recent years.
And he can't get the first one. And to add on with Chicago, last year they won 35 games against the East, which was bested only by the Indiana Pacers.
Well, that's more than Miami and other teams that finished above them in the standings. The Bulls are always a factor in the East, it seems.
And he sinks the second. Bulls have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Screen by Young. From the stripe. Count that one. He's got 11. Here's the monster. They set the screen. Over to the wing. Here's Bynum. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Bynum's got 5 now. Chicago calls timeout.
The Magic's offensive struggles last year were numerous, but a big part of it was that they just didn't get to the line often enough.
Nazi Muhammad's checked in for Chicago. And the Magic making a change here as well. O'Quinn's checked in. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
And for the Magic not getting to the foul line, that's a two-headed coin, if you will. One side of it is not attacking the basket, but the other side of it is lacking the experience and craftiness to draw fouls. Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because he just can't find the range.
The monster passes to Cole. The feed to Bynum. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Back up the points about the Magic and the fouls you guys were talking about. They were dead last in the NBA in fouls drawn per game, Steve.
Well, you look at the best teams in the league. They can feast on opponents at the line. So this is an area where the Magic could definitely improve this year.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LaVett. Tries yet again. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Chicago making some changes. Nocioni comes in for Young, and Gordon subbed in for LaVett. Bulls have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And not a very strong free throw shooting team in general. Guys, they shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Here's Cole. Here's Bynum. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Banked in off the glass. 13 points in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Magic trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Passes it to the monster. Ross for 3. And that one's good. Ross has got 5 now.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Feeds to Nocioni. Here's the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulders, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Bynum. He feeds it to Cole. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Now here's Gordon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
The dish to Bynum. Here's Cole. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Vucevic checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Chicago leading. Carter Williams covering. Here's Vucevic. In close, he hits it.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Ennis sets the screen for Carter Williams. Inside, hangs in the air, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Bulls have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Vucevic has screen on Carter Williams. Kicks to Vucevic. It's stolen by Ennis. Harris outside. They set the pick. And Nocioni pulls it down. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. Here's Harris. Shot is no good. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bulls lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Coach, in this kind of a matchup against this team, how important is keeping control of the ball and limiting turnover?
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Orlando trailing here.
You know, the Magic are still clearly in the process of rebuilding, but sooner or later, and I think it'll be sooner, they'll be looking to get back into the playoffs with the kind of talent they've started to collect.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with LaVoy Allen. The monster out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Cole in at the 2. And Chicago called for the foul. And with the Magic 2 consecutive years now, Steve, where they've been beaten out of the playoffs, but that could change soon.
Well, this franchise has had so much success since it started that even a 2-year absence from the playoffs seems like a drought for them. In fact, 4 years is the longest they've ever gone without making the playoffs, and that was when they were actually formed in 1989.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Pick by Vucevic. Young in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Aminu with the bucket. The Magic trail by 5. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. It's a pick by Bynum. Here's Cole. Just 5 to shoot. The baseline jumper goes down. Cole's got 6 points.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Pass to Levine. Dishes it to Aminu. And the pass to Levine. Fires for 3. And Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Vucevic missing.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Here's the monster. There's the pick. He dishes it to Cole. Uncovered. Good. He hits the jump shot. Cole's got 4 points in the quarter.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried.
You know, that's not always the #1 option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggled. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. and it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can matter. Doris, thanks. Now Bynum. El Farouk Aminu missing on the fruit. For the lead, and it's Bynum getting it to go. Bynum's got 7. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Now here's Vucevic from the arc. And that is good. 16 points for him.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Tipped away. And Young, here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, I was able to listen in on what Jacques Vaughn was going over with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Bynum. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
That's his first personal foul.
The Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
And so he makes both from the line. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time, and when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Now here's Bynum. He's got 7, hits the jump hook. Bynum's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 4. Chicago calls timeout. Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Orlando. Now Vucevic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Here's the monster. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. The monster's got 6.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Picked by Vucevic. He kicks it to Young. A second chance effort. Vucevic with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 6. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Cole. 8 points for him. The monster passes to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Cole. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Cole's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The feed to Aminu. Pass to Young. Pass to Aminu. Fires from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Bynum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Feeds to Cole. Here's the monster. 6 points for him. The Magic have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
2 shots.
And that one misses. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Bulls. Gordon comes in for Lazar Hayward. The Magic making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. The Bulls leading by 3. Young outside. Good. Young's got 8. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Thaddeus Young, a face-up 4-man, a lot more of a driver, but trying to develop his three-point shot. In fact, last season, a career high in attempts from long range, and he made them at a pretty respectable rate.
Now here's Carter Williams. The Magic need to get a shot off here. The 3 from Aflalo. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Temple dishes to Gordon. And Vucevic kicks to Levine. And blocked. And here's Aflalo. He's got 10. Aflalo sets the pick for Carter Williams. Inside, here's Porter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10.
And Young, really a solid three-point shooter from straight on last season. Good form, even with a somewhat slow trigger. He can knock that shot down. He becomes a nightmare to defend because we know he can get to the bucket.
Here's Temple. Here's Levine. Off target at the rim.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And Young, in his 8th season, still just 26 years of age.
Yeah, room to grow. I mean, if he develops that three-point shot, gets a little stronger on the boards, I think he has a chance to become one of the best face-up 4s in the league.
Vucevic a screen on Carter Williams. Here's Levine. That's good. Levine's got 11.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
So it's Orlando now. 7-point differential.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket. He
feeds it to Vucevic. Goes up again. Young's shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Hope. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. They set the pick. Outside Gordon. Pass to Levine. Nails the 16-footer. Levine's got 6 points in the quarter. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Porter with it to the left side wing. Aflalo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Aflalo's got 12 points in the game. The Bulls leading by 5. Bean passes to Vucevic. Vucevic a screen on Porter. Here's Temple. The pass to Levine. The dish to Gordon. Levine kicks to Temple. The feed to Vucevic. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Chicago leading. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Vucevic is out there with Nocioni. And there's Gordon. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And it's Aminu in the corner. Gordon against Ross. 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Here's the monster. Over to the left wing. Cole. That one's good from the corner. Cole's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Now here's Gordon. Pulls up on the wing. It goes straight through with the switch. He's got 20. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's the monster. Kicks to Cole. Dishes it to Ross. Bynum sets a screen for Ross. Off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 3. Here's the monster. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
So it's Chicago now. The Magic getting the bucket. They set the pick to the left side wing. Passes to Nocioni. No good from outside. Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Cole kicks to Bynum to take the lead. He goes up again, and the layup is up and in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting the stop in the action. can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Ennis is checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now here's Gordon. Now here's Aminu. Looking to end the run, and the basket by Gordon.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Here's the monster. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bynum kicks to Cole. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. Bynum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
And so here is Chicago, trailing by 4. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. He's got 22.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Here's the monster. Bynum dishes to Cole. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He's really looking to stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have. Still letting it fly from long range. I love the aggressiveness.
Inside to Vucevic. Pass to Gordon. Here's Aminu. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The monster passes to Cole. Ross with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Cole. Bynum inside. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Ross. He's covered by Aminu. Here's Cole. He dishes it to Bynum. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Now, here is Young. Here's Vucevic. No good. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Cole. And it's Orlando with another.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Drops it in from 11 feet. He's got 24.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Bynum with a screen on Gordon. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but a smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Orlando.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And both free throws good for Cole. Bulls trail by 7. Thaddeus Young on the wing. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's the monster. Out to the right wing. Young against Bynum. Good defensive work there by Young. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Levine. Young outside. And it's Aminu in the corner. Trying his luck deep. Rebound by the Magic. Bynum's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
The offensive rebound. Off with the layup. Bulls trail by 7. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Feeds to Vucevic. Lets it go from 11. That's good. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 5. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Monster.
Well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 7. 1. .127 left in the game. Now Aminu. Pass to Levine. There's the triple. That one goes. Come on.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Orlando leading by 4. Bynum sets a screen for Carter Williams. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Can't hit. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Beyond the arc. Here's Vucevic. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Bynum. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Chicago shooting 43% from the field. Here's Aminu. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, a basket here, and that pretty much wraps it up.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
.23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Carter Williams covering. Yes! And now they trail by just 4. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
From deep. Misses. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.